Bonnie, you know who's singing this? Does anybody know who's singing this?
Of course, we all do.
Who?
Nobody. Go ahead.
Come on, give me some answer. Bonnie, if you could guess who's singing this, I'll set you free.
I think it. I'll guess 5 people that aren't singing it
No.
for the same amount of money.
No, I'll set you. You can be on your way.
What do you mean, like leave the marriage? I don't
Yes.
want to leave the marriage. You're the one who wants to leave the marriage.
All right. Welcome to My Wife Hates Me, folks. Give us a call, 866-969-1969. We are live in New York City.
Mention.
7 to 9.
Mention.
Drive time, L.A. 4 to 6. People in L.A. in traffic right now are listening to us, so we have to impress them. You don't know who's listening. You know how you get things from radio. Look what we got out of when I did Marin's podcast, right? So you never know. You never know. We have.
That's just his way of saying, like, he did what the fuck.
No, I was just saying it. It was a
And
good.
by the way, you want to go check out that one. It was a really good episode.
Yeah, I followed the president. The president opened for me on Marin's podcast.
Yeah, because he likes to do the high-low thing.
Is that what he does? The high
Yeah,
low?
he does, like, it's like, it's like a fashion thing.
This
You wear
weekend.
something very, very expensive and then something from Target.
This weekend, I'll be at Governor's in Levittown Friday and Saturday. And you know what? We are supposed to work somewhere Thursday night, but I'm not going to fucking plug it because he won't even get back to me to tell us if we're working there.
Wow.
And is it fucking unbelievable?
Yeah.
You're trying to help some guy out. His club, he says, we're doing Thursday night. Since this morning, he won't get back to me to say yes or no, whether we're doing this show. So,
next week.
No, this Thursday.
This Thursday.
We're
This
allowed
Thursday.
to talk now?
Yes.
Are we allowed to talk?
Carmen Lynch, everybody.
Carmen Lynch.
Sorry.
And,
Carmen Lynch is in the house.
and Ryan Hamilton.
Ryan Hamilton, all right. No.
They're
I have my favorites.
Together, if you put them together, they would be one of our favorites. Right?
Wow.
But we always pick. I picked Carmen. Who are you going to pick?
I picked Carmen and Ryan, you fucking idiot. I picked them both.
What do you mean?
I picked you guys. That's what I wanted to do today.
Well, no, what happened was I called Ryan.
Yeah, I think I picked Carmen.
Yes, Ryan did. Here's what happened.
Thank you, Ryan.
Well, we'll get into that secret love triangle. I called Ryan because I think Ryan is one of the funniest up-and-coming 10-year...
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
I've been up and coming for a long time. It's okay.
and we were supposed to get another... who'd you say you were bringing in? And
Well, I don't want to say it because I don't want...
Wow, I already know now. Thought I was second choice.
No, you weren't.
Oh.
Because clearly...
Third choice. You were third.
Now it's like, yeah.
Okay, that's better.
So, Ryan, I go, who would you like to do the show with? Because it's his first time in. And he said, Carm. I go, perfect. Right? He gave you and another name, and I didn't even think about the other name. One, and I'm not going to say, no.
Is that who you told me before?
Did I tell you someone
5 minutes
else?
ago?
Probably.
I mean, I would.
I don't remember what I told you.
I would have him in.
I'm completely out of the loop on this one.
I would have him in. I would have him in on, you know what I mean, on his own with, one of his favorites. That's what I would do. So here's the deal.
I've lost the thread of
I get
that
it.
conversation.
I totally understand. because
He gets it.
I was involved.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ryan was involved. Now, we went out and saw Ryan at the Strat Factory one night. Didn't we? Where were we?
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes.
Yes.
Fucking.
But you didn't tell me you were coming, and I got off stage and you were there, and then you know how you just immediately race through everything that you did?
Oh,
You're like,
yes,
oh no,
yes.
what did I do?
You're very funny. You're one of my favorite. I
Thank
told
you.
this.
Thank you so much.
Well,
She's
this
great.
would be great because you're both such great joke writers. We've got 2 joke writers in the house.
So the performing, not so much.
So
but
not
the
so
joke
performing.
writing.
Yeah. So
joke writing's
but
great.
God forbid you see him live.
No,
Get their CD,
I love joke
folks.
writers.
I have some recitals coming up.
Because I
Live
told you the
joke
other
recitals?
night we saw you at the whatever that weird venue was that we did with Anya.
Oh, the last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were very, very funny.
Oh, thanks.
And then afterwards I said to him, I go, sometimes I Google you and watch
Yeah,
your
and I
stuff
didn't
online.
believe it, and I
And his
still don't.
face was not happy about it.
I'll Google.
No, I was
I'll
just
Google,
incredulous. I was like, no, you don't.
But I do.
I'll Google Carmen, but
Thank
I
you.
won't watch her stuff.
Yeah. On mute. Am I
Okay,
right?
that's what I'm saying. I'll be dropping my stuff.
I've Googled Carmen before too.
Well, Carmen.
her
I've been
Letterman.
Googled
She's
a
got
lot.
I think the first season that I did last Comic Standing, the first season.
We were on it together.
Well, didn't you make it?
So new.
But you got,
Really?
how far did you make? You
didn't
made
know
it.
that.
I was like 2 years in. I was so nervous.
But you made it to the semifinals that
Yeah.
year. You made it to Vegas or
yeah.
you were
to
in Vegas.
Yeah.
Wow.
After 2
But
years.
you already had your voice so down at that point.
I
You were
think
so
I
new.
was just kind of nervous, and it sounded like I did. I don't know. But it was, I remember it was you and Corey Kahaney and all these like big timers. And I was like, hi, I waited in
I
line
like
for
that you
8
said
hours.
big timers when your first instinct was old timers, and then you pulled back.
With such big timers, I called her today, and she didn't know who I was. I gave her 30 fucking hints. Then I even got down to married comedy couple.
Did you say married out of your league? She would have got it.
Oh, that would have done it. And you know what? Who I said? I go, you're not Tom Cotter. And then the only other person I could think of was supposed to be Al Ducharme, and I said Al Del Benny, and I was like, where did I get that name from?
Well, all the Al's from Boston.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All the Al's from Boston. And I give her all these hints. You know, I'm a legend, and I've done
That might have thrown her off.
everything.
What did you say? You said late at the Apollo or
I
something?
did everything from Def Jam to
Def
Rosie to The View. You know, I gave her, a wide spectrum of things to go on.
I was going way to the top. Like, is this Chris Rock? Who is this?
Oh, yeah, he would have loved that.
No, and then she said, "Are you Tom Cotter?"
The high-low
I
thing.
said you're not Tom Cotter.
And what made you realize who it was?
You said your wife was a director, and he said something else. I forgot. You had an 8-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
And then for a second,
tipped
for some
uterus?
reason.
Did he bring that up?
The what?
The tipped uterus? No. Oh, okay. You didn't know.
But he said the 8-year-old daughter before the Married to the Comic, so I thought it was Bobby Kelly, because I'm like, but his daughter's not 8, right? And then you said something.
And I said you didn't hear me chewing between sentences, so you knew it wasn't Bobby.
And then I don't know, for some reason, I mean, his voice is so distinct that, it finally sunk in.
Yeah, but you were just like blocking it out.
I guess. It took me, I looked down at my phone. It said 4 minutes and 39 seconds. It took me that long to figure it out.
Whoa.
So many things must have been going through your head. Like, what kind of opportunity
And then
is
when
this?
I go, oh, Rich and Bonnie, I go, you guys are like the most famous comedy couple. It just came out of my mouth. You're the most famous comedy couple.
I don't know. I
Well,
mean,
he would have not thought that was like funny or anything. He would have been like, yeah, that's right.
I think that's what he said, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm having a hard time believing he didn't guess it right away.
know.
we are the who else?
He doesn't have a sense of humor about it at all.
No, but I mean, what do you call it's famous? Who we always talk about, Tom Segura and his wife. They're pretty
yeah.
famous. Christine, I don't know her last name.
Brzezinski?
Is that her?
No.
Yeah.
Is that her? Okay.
Yeah.
They're
I don't know that it is exactly, but how many could be Christine?
Right. Risky.
But he's very famous. He sells that. This guy's selling out everywhere. I've never seen. I hear nothing but good things about him. They also have a podcast. And we told them to cease and desist. But they've been doing theirs before we did ours, so it's a little arrogant of us to say stop when they were doing it before us. And then we challenged them to tennis.
Doubles? You and Tom against Bonnie and Christina?
We have a blanket. It's sort of any comedy couple. They have to both be comedians. We'll take them on in tennis.
Oh,
I didn't know that was a real thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh, I
play
thought you
tennis?
were
No
joking.
takers yet.
Yeah. We're waiting. We put it out. We told Ralphie and Lano if they want to do it.
Yeah.
Comedy
We don't
couples.
want. I think Tom and
Louise.
yeah,
And,
Carrie
Louise.
They that would be a toughie. I think they could really win.
I think Tom would come with like real tennis clothing.
Yes.
He would have like shorts. white
yeah.
tennis.
So would she.
Yeah,
she
she would have
like
a skirt.
They'd match probably.
Oh yeah, they would. And not only and they would
And they
probably
compliment each other the whole time and use like we won't even say love while we're playing tennis. Like we don't go there.
we go tie.
We don't want to mix each other up.
and so yeah, they would come with probably even a coach or something, somebody, and we would show up in like fucking like I was going to a carnival or something,
So we have to get this out of the way because this is. I mean, we are going to get to you guys.
We have already, but
Take
we
care
go
of
back
business.
and we'll take some. We haven't got any call.
But-
866-969-1969.
I just have to go over this because we went to a carnival, the Rotary Fair in our hometown.
For our daughter.
No, we just show up every year.
Can you imagine if just a single man went to a carnival? Wouldn't that
I'm
be
sure
kind of
they
creepy?
do.
then I would follow him. I would have
Why?
to.
You're too old for them.
Why would a single man, unless he was some kind of pervert, go to a carnival or a fair by himself?
I don't know, but I thought about that a lot. Like, what if you just went to our pool and sat in the baby pool by yourself?
That's so gross. That visual is like, oh, not for you, for any guy.
Any man.
Looking at your phone.
Just hanging out in the baby pool. What? So we go to the fair, and he likes to dress. Obviously, you can see he's got a little bit of it going on tonight. He likes to show off his
arms.
It's hot. He likes a cutoff shirt, and this is late in the game. This is not who I married. Okay, so this happened. This is something I've had to adjust to.
Really? This is a change?
The ripping off the sleeves of his shirt.
I didn't rip. I bought it like this.
Okay, that's it.
What year did that come in?
Like maybe year 4. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, when I finish my tattoos, then, and plus it's hot out. It's fucking. I don't wear this on stage. I have a shirt in the car for when I go on tonight. I'm not going to wear this. Although, because I'm not from England, so I'm not going to go on stage without sleeves.
Then,
you know what I'm talking about.
He gets
could be a plethora of English comedians.
He gets recognized. Believe it or not, a lot around where we live.
Everywhere.
Okay, all over the tri-state area.
I get recognized all over the country. Don't say.
Okay, I'm not going to go that.
Why would you say?
I don't know if you do get recognized in Portland. I've not seen it, so I'm not going to say that. But anyway, so
you don't get recognized on the phone. Sorry.
Yes, by another comedian.
Anyway.
She only made the semifinals. Go ahead.
And sometimes he'll like go to the gym and he'll wear like a little tiny tank top, but he uses that as an excuse. He'll be like, then he'll go shopping or go to, do stuff after. I'll be like, why are you wearing that? He was like, I was at the gym, but it's just I don't know why he's so impressed with his own body. So and then he started wearing, like last year, he started wearing sweatpants all the time. All the time. And
they're very comfortable at the fair.
The weird thing is, like, if he goes golfing.
Why wouldn't you if you can do it?
If he goes golfing, he will iron. He gets clothes ready. He makes sure they match. But then
for golfing.
Yeah, for golfing, he takes.
I'll show him a nice.
You wear sleeves golfing?
I'll show him a nice.
You
have to, right?
Yeah.
They have standards.
And a collar. Here.
So he's forced to.
He's forced to for golfing.
Oh.
He'll wear
That's
knickers.
You? That looks like a different person.
Yeah,
that
doesn't
does
it?
Not look like you.
Yeah.
Wow, those pants.
We go to the fair, and I realize once we get there, he's wearing bad sweatpants and a cutoff shirt.
Can I see?
Oh God!
You can't wear pants like that to a carnival anyway.
Those pants look like the background of Caroline's Comedy Club.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes I want to go hey, you want to go for lunch after he's finished golfing? It's like, I don't want to.
It's a nice outfit. This is San Diego, Torrey Pines.
Yeah.
It's a pretty view.
There's a lot of colors in that photo.
Go ahead.
Anyway, we get to the carnival. He's dressed. It's embarrassing. All the ladies from the neighborhood are there. Okay, they get excited when they see Rich. He's not around all that much, and I was like, I don't want him to be wearing that. So I was
your friends, all your pool buddies.
Yes.
And your CrossFit friends.
Yep, they were all there.
And they didn't mind how I looked. They said, "Yeah, it's the carnival. That's dressed nice."
I
and
think
relaxed.
in their minds they were like, "Oh, he's not as great as I thought."
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
really?
I think they thought for a while you were pretty.
Were their husbands there?
No.
Okay, so were they impressed by that? That I came with my family and my kids to the carnival. It didn't matter what I was wearing, but I was there with my daughter, my 8-year-old, to go on the rides. And I don't go on the rides. And support and be there while she's having a great time. And when she looks back at that memory, she doesn't remember what I was wearing. She remembers my daddy and mommy took me to the fair. That's
my daddy.
That's the important part.
Like one of the guys that worked the ride. Okay, so he gets upset.
Wow, a worked a ride joke. You didn't see that coming.
I couldn't remember what they're called.
They're called ride workers.
So he goes on. No, so he gets mad at them at the carnies. Is that what they're called? The carnies?
I don't know.
Are you talking? Who are you talking about?
Rich,
The people that works the rides.
Rich
I
they wouldn't let Raina on every ride because she wasn't tall enough, and so
Oh.
Rich would bully them into letting her ride.
Did she get on?
And she would get on some of them,
Wow.
but some of them she wouldn't. But he does this every year at the fair. He has like these dramas.
How do you do it? What do you say?
I said, okay, she was going on the ride,
Yeah.
and she was with a kid that's 13. And they said that, and the 13-year-old's tall. And they said, well, she's not old enough. I go, she has that disease where she gets younger as she gets older. And he laughed. He said, okay, let him go. But you go with him. Right, so now I just want to
This
get my
was
daughter.
one of the rides where they told him, you have to get on with her. So they're not going to make him pay, but they're going to make
Yeah.
him.
But I just wanted my daughter to go on the ride because she started crying. She's a spoiled little, and and all her friends. So my goal in life is to get my daughter on the ride. But I got myself in a dilemma when he said, "Okay, you got to go with her." So I walked her. Put the belt on my daughter and her friend, and I tried to sneak away because I didn't want to go on the ride because it spun too fast,
Oh, yeah.
and I would have thrown up.
And I'm
I hate
standing
those.
with all the ladies, and one of them whose kid is with her, and her kid's too small to be on the ride, and she goes, oh, I don't want her to go on the ride by herself if she's not supposed to. And then the other moms are like, oh my God, this is hilarious. But they didn't mean hilarious. They were like, this is crazy. He's acting weird.
No, I didn't want to go on the ride.
And I was like, so he's hiding to the side of the ride.
Trying to sneak away.
This is the scrambler or whatever.
In your sweatpants.
Like, I hope he gets hit. And then the guy, just before he starts the ride, sees it, runs over, and then the lady whose kid was like, I'll go on. She gets all upset.
Oh.
And she goes on.
But I got our kids on. Didn't I get our kids
You
on?
really did. Yeah,
So-
you got. And I think they wouldn't have let you with sleeves. That wouldn't have happened if you'd been wearing
See,
sleeves.
he's like relating.
See, he knows.
But when he comes back out, I go, you're embarrassing me, which touched off this craziness in him. So he started yelling at me, and I was like, you're making it worse. And then
She was complaining the whole night at the carnival, and I said,
well,
fuck it, I'm
I
leaving.
complained about the way you were dressed.
And then you complained that I try to get our daughter on a ride.
Then I was saying, stop doing that because it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Then he does the major one, and then I go, you're embarrassing me. And then he's like, oh, really? Because I'm trying to help, because I'm getting our daughter stuff. And he started freaking out, and I was like, you're still embarrassing me. And then he goes, fine, and he left.
I go,
he
I'm leaving.
left us there at the
Wow.
fair.
Yeah.
You went home.
Well, no, I went to the gym and worked out.
Is that what you did?
Well, I was going home. I went and played lottery, and then
You're already wearing your workout stuff.
Yeah.
Why
So
not?
I said, and then I was gonna go home, and then after I leave her, she texts me and says, "Can you pick us up at 9:30?"
Wait. All the moms and stuff were like, oh, what happened? Oh, he left? Oh my God, what happened?
Yeah, they knew what happened. That you drove me out of there. That's what happened. They knew it.
I said, they go, what? Why was he doing that? I mean, that was crazy. It was like that, and I had to be like, oh, that's Rich. I love him, but he's a handful, And they don't know that we do, like, my wife hates me stuff, that this is our bread and butter, is these kind of fights. And so they just thought...
Are you telling me that Rich left so that you'd have content for the
Luckily,
show?
no. I mean, we've never had to manufacture it. That's the beauty of our situation. But they've never seen a crack yet. So then they were excited. They were like, "Oh, like you guys don't have," because he's never around. So it's like they don't get to see us fighting or anything.
I wasn't. They didn't just fight because I left.
They were excited that you had left. Okay, and I was like, maybe somebody has to give me a ride home, and none of them offered it up. That's why I was like, can you?
They all live right by you.
Yeah. Well,
Why wouldn't they offer you a ride?
Because they don't like her. They know she drove me out of there, and they'd rather have me there than her because I'm more famous. Matter of fact, one of her friends said, "Do you get recognized a lot?" And I go, "Yeah." And so you could tell she was really impressed. And,
brother.
they
Yeah,
see
she was
Bonnie.
saying, like, but then wouldn't you dress better if you're going to get recognized?
Not at the carnival. You could ask anybody. Call in. How do you dress? I really not lying. I'm not lying. I was going to go home and put on a suit and tie and come back, But I swear to God, I was going to go home and put on a suit.
Were you really?
I swear to God.
Really?
I swear.
Oh, how long did you entertain that thought when you realized like, oh, I'd actually have to go home and put on a suit?
Yes.
Yeah. Then
I said,
it was a little like.
I was going to do it.
No, you weren't.
I do that kind of stuff. You don't think?
Drove by the gym and you were like, well, this thing I don't have to change for. Let me just do that.
Take this call because I know Carmen.
Anyway, folks,
Yeah.
I'm right. So please call in.
Yeah, call in. What to wear to a carnival?
Go ahead, Jonathan from Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, Long Island, close enough.
Oh, it says Rhode Island on the
They don't care what it says.
screeners.
He lives in Long
Okay,
Island.
I'm gonna fire some fucking screeners. Sorry, sir. Okay, go ahead. What do you want to say?
I just want to say kudos to Carmen. I took a class at Caroline about 15 years ago with her when she first started as well.
What's your name?
Up with it.
Oh.
What's that?
It's Jonathan. Do you remember Jonathan?
No.
He sounds good looking by the tone of his voice. He's got confidence in his voice.
Jonathan, how confident? First of all, you took a comedy class?
I did. I was too scared to just jump into open
But
mic.
who taught it? The creep from by there? What's his name?
No, I think, was this the classic Carolines?
Yes.
Yeah, Mike Irwin, I think, was the teacher.
Yeah, he died.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
nice.
wow.
He was a nice guy.
I didn't like him.
I didn't know him.
I don't know who he is.
I don't know him.
He was a great.
He was very nice.
He was a cool guy.
Yeah.
He was a real nice guy. He was a nice guy. But there was another guy that taught a comedy class there that was kind of a scammer. He was charging people like tons and tons of money. I don't know his name. And he said he'd get them on stage and, they probably had to do some bringer bullshit.
Yeah.
Jonathan, did you pursue your career as a comic?
No, I freaking...
Oh, we're all crazy.
No.
Why did,
It was a dare.
Someone told me not to quit my day job. That was probably the best advice someone gave me.
but why did you take the class? So you could learn how to talk in front of people?
Yeah, kind of. I just needed an outlet. I was in medical school at the time. And
I remember you. I swear there was a
the
doctor in the room.
doctor.
Yeah, and you had dark hair, right?
That's me.
Yeah, I remember you. I really do.
Wow.
It's probably. Are you bald now?
Nope, my hair is not going anywhere. My grandfather's 90 years old, still with a full head of hair. So
Yeah, it
I'm
skips
sure
a
about
generation.
Yeah. And we were gonna. That was our next. That was our next question. What's your
But it already
grandfather?
was because it's his grandfather.
Listen, doctor, we know.
Jonathan, did you see Carmen's talent right off the bat?
There were very few people in the class that could make people laugh, and she was certainly one of them.
Ah, look at
Oh,
that.
isn't that nice of you?
Did you
to
watch her
say?
on Last Comic Standing?
I did. I was in what? It was like 2 years after. I was amazed. I was amazed that you got so far so fast. And I was rooting for you.
Aw.
Thanks. I had like 10 minutes of material.
Well,
It was the
listen.
same stuff. Some of it was the same stuff from the class. You obviously worked it out.
Yeah.
What,
Uh-oh, that's embarrassing.
Whoa.
Like I said, I had 10 minutes of material.
what part of Long Island are you from, Jonathan?
I live in Big Hills now. I'm a Jersey boy.
Well, this weekend I'll be at. Shut up! I'm plugging. This weekend I'll be at Governor's in Levittown. Why don't you come out and bring 10 people?
All right, send me some tickets.
No,
No. buy the tickets.
Levittown.
Click on the link. Buy the
Click
tickets.
on the link. We're going to Times Square. I don't think Governor's has people in Times Square all the way from Long Island. Can you imagine? If you
Hey.
what?
No, I was just being the guy. Hey, you want to get to Long Island? I mean, that seems like the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's about the same lie that they're telling in Times Square.
I know. All they do is lie to
Eddie
people.
Murphy.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you see some guy from the Funny Bone from St. Louis. What are you guys doing this weekend? We're in New York. Well, are you going to be near St. Louis? Because we have free tickets.
Why don't you get Jonathan to open for you? Wouldn't that be fantastic?
No,
Oh, sorry, Jonathan.
he quit.
Not at all.
Hey, Jonathan, what type of doctor?
I haven't done it in 15. I do spine. I do non-surgical spine stuff.
Non-surgical
I have
spines.
scoliosis. I inspired you.
Isn't that a chiropractor?
No.
Non-surgical spine sounds fishy.
It's called physiatry, physical medicine.
Oh, psychiatry. Yeah.
no one knows what physiatry is.
You know what, Jonathan, the reason we're keeping you on this long because we don't have a lot more calls. Because we would have never talked to you this long, believe me. And not being mean. It's just
I
that,
like
you know,
him.
If you can get your 10 friends to call.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Levittown Governors. Ryan, where did you start doing comedy? Did you start in Utah?
The first time I ever got on stage was in Idaho, and I did it there 2 or 3 times.
Did you grow up in Idaho?
Yeah, that's where I grew up. Yeah.
Oh, in Idaho?
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Oh.
Didn't you watch his
I went
set the
to
other
college in
night?
Utah.
I couldn't think of anything worse. Yeah, you're right. I heard you talking about Idaho.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. That's where my family lives. That's where I grew up.
What clubs are in Idaho?
There aren't any. I did some. There really aren't.
There's not a comedy club in the whole state.
There is a club in Boise that closed. There was a Funny Bone that closed, and then now it's reopened as something else. But I never went there. That was like 6 hours away from me, Boise. So when I was in college, in this little junior college, I did some shows. I was doing broadcast journalism, and some buddies of mine, we were interested in comedy, and we did shows, and we broadcast them throughout the campus. Yeah, that was the first time I did comedy. I have tapes of it that no one will ever see.
Isn't it weird, though? I mean, I think back to when I wanted to start doing comedy. Nobody, I'm not saying this was, no, I'm like, tread carefully, Bonnie. I'm not saying this was your experience, but nobody thought I was funny. But I still had the balls to think I could possibly do stand-up comedy.
People who find out that I'm a comedian, like from high school and stuff, they're like shocked. They're
Same,
just
yeah.
like, what?
She was so shy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you were a she back then?
I mean,
No, I was not. It would have worked either way, I guess.
I was funny in school, but when I first started comedy, I was so fucking bad. I tried props. I didn't.
Oh yeah, I did that too.
I cut these arms and hands off a doll, right? So I pulled my sleeves up, and my hands in my sleeves, and I'd hold the arms, so all these these little hands would come out.
They do that bit on SNL.
on SNL, yeah.
Well, I did it first because I did
really?
it 33 years ago.
Wow.
And I walked out and I go, let's give the host a big hand. And I clapped these little hands, and you couldn't see me. And it was so fucking hard because I saw Lenny Schultz, who was a prop act. So I thought, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
Right?
I still have a bit of a yearning to be a prop act. Like, I like that kind of comedy.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it.
Well, there's some funny props. I mean, although I told the story before. I was doing a show, and I go a black Christmas stocking, and I took an old sweat sock, and I pulled out like a watermelon rind, and an afro pick, and a chicken
Louis,
bone. Right?
Are you hearing this?
It was so, but it was 30-something years ago, and it was I thought it was funny. It was so racist, and this girl kind of cried, and I sent her flowers like the next 2 days later. I knew the family, and she was upset.
Okay.
You know?
How long did you do that for?
That bit?
Was that a white girl or a black girl
Black
that
girl
cried?
cried. But I don't know if she cried over that. Maybe something else.
Oh, like she was thinking about it when her brother got shot?
No.
What are you doing?
She hated the little hands. Her little brother has little hands.
I was trying to think of something even more racist.
Well, this guy was talking about my sweatpants from Idaho.
Oh, thank you. Oh, good. We'll bring it all.
Kelby. That's a cool name.
Go ahead, whatever your name is.
Kelby.
What's going on?
Kelby, what kind of name is that? It's pretty cool.
It's an odd one. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
All right, go
I
ahead.
was just calling your guy.
Thanks for that story about your name.
It's a cool one. It does sound like an Idaho name, though, I will say, Kelby. I don't know any Kelbys, but I knew Colbys.
Yeah, there's a lot of Colbys.
Yeah.
You're a phone screener. Had to ask me 5 or 6 dozen times how to spell it.
5 or 6 dozen. So you've been on since we started.
Are you from Rhode Island, too?
No, I'm from Idaho.
I know.
What do you want, Kelby?
Boston is sweatpants at fairs. Man, who does that?
I do. We just talked about it.
Thank you, Kelby.
No, wait, Kelby, wait, before we move on, they weren't like those heavy sweatpants. They're nice Nike sweatpants, that look like slack sweatpants. You know what I mean? They're not like, those... the ones you tie with.
Right.
They're not the gray.
Okay, I totally
prison
thought it was
sweatpants.
those.
No, they're like slim.
Okay.
Black.
That's a
They
little
make
better.
nice sweatpants
Yes. There's sweatpants that you could wear.
That'll make a little bit of difference, but they're still sweatpants.
Thanks,
Yes.
Kelby. You get it. You get it.
Kelby, how many fairs have you been to?
Alone.
How many fairs? A lot.
Do you go to the Blackfoot State Fair, Kelby?
I've been there
Yeah.
times.
All right. Well, it's a good one.
Oh.
I don't have anything about
I
that.
thought you were going to follow it up with something. This is the worst follow-up show we've had. Look, we'll do all our follow-ups next week. We'll bring them back in, and we'll close all these jokes out next week.
Okay, Kelby. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, we'll see.
Bye.
That's it?
Bye. Whatever. Come on. Let's move on. Let's.
We're
pick
not
up
getting any
the
calls.
pace.
Let's get some calls. 969-1969. We have Carmen Lynch. We have Ryan Hamilton.
You had to look at your name.
I saw that too, Ryan.
I did.
I was thinking about a lot of things at once.
Carmen, so you started in New York, but are you from New York?
No, I'm from Virginia.
What part? Like
Fairfax.
outside DC? Oh,
Yep.
you got money. Your family has money.
No, we were middle class.
Upper middle class, white privilege.
No, like middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fairfax is a nice area, though.
It's yeah, they had good public schools, but we didn't have that much money. We were normal people.
But are you Spanish too?
Yeah.
Part Spanish?
Yeah, my mom's from Spain. So
You can speak it fluently.
But Spain. That's not like the Spanish, Bronx Spanish. That's a whole nother level of Spanish from Spain.
it's a different country. Yeah.
What's Puerto Rico? No, that's Puerto Rican.
That's Puerto Rican. Spain Spanish is in Europe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that but I like that.
No.
You won't. She won't condescend to you. She's being nice, but she knows that there's a lot of stuff you don't know. Like she was like,
No,
really,
That's
you don't
not
know.
true.
No,
I was
you-
playing along with your thing.
No, you don't understand.
Oh, I don't?
Spanish-speaking people from New York that speak Spanish aren't Spain Spanish.
Yeah, but every time people find out I'm from Spain, they go, "Oh, you're at that other place," like that. And I'm like,
I don't get it.
like it's I don't know, like we're snobs or something. Oh, you're but I don't.
Yes, yeah. Well, you acted. You're even acting it now, like the way you won't sit with us at the same table. No, but isn't it a different type of?
It's different.
It's different, right?
So you don't see it that much around here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of people that speak Spanish around here are from Puerto Rico or Puerto Rico,
South America.
So
Yeah.
your mother was Spanish. What was your dad?
He's from upstate New York.
Yeah. So he's upstate New York. So you grew up speaking fluent Spanish, and you could do your shows in Spanish and in Superior.
Now I'm starting to, but yeah, I never did up until a couple years ago.
But don't you go? You could travel the world, or at least some other countries, and do it.
if I can get booked, and I've done a couple festivals like in Costa Rica and stuff, but yeah, but
Is it
they're
hard?
just starting to do comedy there, so it's kind of different.
Like Joey Vega will do some stuff. He opens for what's his name, Mark Anthony. So he'll do a lot of his stuff in Spanish. 'Cause, it's a pack, but
Is it hard to translate?
that's what I was going to say. Is it hard to translate?
Yeah, I have to do it like before the show starts. Like in my head, I have to
Right.
figure it out because the words are not in the same order. So if I don't do it, I don't make any sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know, but also it's like jokes are so specific that it might not even translate if you get it right.
Totally. No, some of them don't work at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is weird.
Hang on one sec. Go ahead. I can't see the names on this. Is it Jason from Quebec?
Yes, he's a carny.
Hi.
What's going on?
Not much. I just kind of caught the end of your guys' conversations, and I can tell you, all the years I worked down the carnival, I've never really seen anyone in jogging pants.
Well, he's from Canada. There's so much. They think Quebec.
Okay, wait, but why should you not force your kid on a ride that they say is too small for the ride?
Oh, the death of the kid kind of comes up.
Yeah. Well, one guy did one year, got mad at Rich and said, Rich was like, let her go on it. And he goes, do you want your kid to have a broken collarbone? Like,
It's a slide. It was a slide with a fucking potato sack or something they get in. How's the kid? The kid's not going to go. We would have caught her.
You'd be surprised on what happens on a lot of these things. These manufacturers put out a lot of these rules for good reasons. Like, actually, there was an amusement park around me not too long ago where a guy went on and he simply, I guess one of the requirements I don't know if it's in the manual, but the guy went on. I guess he was a veteran, lost both his legs, and on the ride, he fell off the ride and died.
Wait, he
But
lost.
he already didn't have legs, so I mean.
You know, when I went on a roller coaster when I was a kid, my mom took me to like Seaside or
I'm just saying
something.
quality of life. Okay, what?
My mom took me to Seaside or something, and
Yeah.
I went on a real fast ride, not a roller coaster, like the spinning thing, and I threw up spaghetti all over everybody, but it didn't even look chewed. It looked.
You know what? That's happened to me. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I've eaten spaghetti and thrown it back up, and it looks exactly the same.
It
I could have
does.
served it to someone.
So weird. It comes together in your stomach.
That's when I realized I don't chew enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. The spaghetti flew out like fucking strands of hair. It was beautiful.
Okay, thanks, Jason. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Wow, we got a real carny there with some actual knowledge.
Well, go to Trucker Dan.
No, because it's mean.
No, let's see what he's got to say.
He's being.
What's
You
he
don't
saying?
understand. He's being mean. Trucker Dan.
Rich and Bonnie, I could never be mean to you guys. I love you, but I just wanted to congratulate you on making radio history for having the first Springer show.
First of all, these are two
But first of all,
established
what does
great
Trucker
comics.
Dan even know the term bringer show?
Carmen said it earlier.
I
I've
did.
been hanging out with you guys you talk about that stuff all the time.
Okay, and don't say.
First of all, these are the two of the best comedians in New York City, maybe in all of America.
Okay,
So
and I hate when people say I love you guys. You don't. How do you just say that? I don't like saying that to people.
I didn't finish my joke.
Oh, go ahead.
I said these are the two of the best in all of America, and also we have those guys.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Trucker Dan, where are you now? You're in Wisconsin?
Well, that's where I live. I'm actually on my way to Texas right now in the truck.
Holy fuck! From Wisconsin to Texas.
It's a haul.
It is a
Another
haul.
day at the office.
Yeah.
Who are you voting for? Who do you want?
Really?
I'm voting for Bonnie.
Thank you.
If she wasn't a Canadian citizen, she'd be the best president we ever had.
No, she wouldn't.
Just-
She's good at lectures at the end
Canadians
of
are allowed to run for president now.
the bed. No, they're not.
Yep.
In Canada.
Anybody that can deal with Rich on a daily basis has got to be the heart of gold. So,
Oh, I like Trucker Dan. Hey, Trucker Dan, what do you think of who's the trucker broad that calls us?
Trucker lady.
A lady
Oh
trucker.
yeah, that's a toughie.
Lady trucker, yeah. She's all right. She gets a good line in every now and again.
Yeah, I mean, do you think you're the best trucker caller? Do you think, if you and Lady Trucker,
What is going on with you?
I want to just start a little controversy between trucker callers.
I don't know that I'd want to have a competition because I think she's a little bit meaner than I am.
Oh.
Who do you think could haul more?
I'm sorry?
Nothing. So am I for saying that.
Thank you, Trucker Dan.
My back is hurting a little.
Oh. Louis. Okay, it's time for What's Ailing Rich?
It's healing. My back is healing from last week. When they took out this
That's
much of my
smooth.
back.
It's so loud.
They took out, a big piece of cyst out of my back last
Show
week.
him the.
Is this for real?
Show.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan
Show
saw the
it.
picture.
I've seen the picture about
Can
a
I
half a dozen
see?
times.
You don't want to see it. What they
I
took
don't
out?
mind, but
Okay. Well, they took out, and it's healing now. It's been a week, but it's itching. If Dr. Steve's listening, is it supposed to itch? Bonnie says it's not infected.
Did the stitches come out?
No, next week I get them taken out.
and what was it
A
initially?
cyst.
Oh.
It was a cyst.
Oh my God! It looks like a piece of beef.
Yeah, it's
Unbelievable.
That's really a cyst.
I'm never eating salmon again.
The cyst was
no.
as big as a pimple, but I guess they cut you open
Oh.
and cut out all around it so it doesn't spread.
But that's on a phone. So how are we talking? Like 2x2? What is that?
No, it was the
His
size of a
scar is
sushi.
like this long,
Ooh.
so
Yeah, it's a big scar. It's kind of cool to have a scar, though. I never
it looks
had
like
one.
it was sewed
Yeah.
up in a back alley, though. Can you show them?
Can I please see it? I'm
scar?
curious. Yeah. I thought
And here's the thing:
Really?
is that I thought it was a pimple, so I squeezed it. And so much came out. It felt so good.
Really?
And then they said,
Oh my God! Right in the middle of your spine.
Right in the middle.
They did a good job, though.
We need
No?
that spine doctor.
"Oh, stop! What? Rick, stop!" He took his entire shirt off. Oh, but this is what he does. Just like in the diner at our.
Now he has a reason to take his clothes off so he can show people his
Yeah.
scar.
See what?
That's hilarious.
It's awful. It's awful.
Bonnie said when you get stitches, it's supposed to itch.
Yeah, the needles or whatever, the thread probably itches, no?
I don't know. When I've got tattoos, they itch too after, when they heal. I don't know. It wasn't red. It wasn't swollen though, right?
I don't know.
No. There were a
wanna lick
couple
it?
of worms on it, but
Joe,
There was worms.
Joe from Texas. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey guys, good. Thanks for having me on. Actually, it's John, but
Oh.
the fuck cares. No, first of all, Rich, love you guys. Hear you on Opie and Jimmy and Opie and Anthony before that. I'm new to you, Bonnie, but y'all are really great.
Thank you.
Second time I heard your show, so I did but Rich, dude, the tank top at the carnival, it's cringeworthy. Somebody needed to be following you around, dude.
It wasn't a tank top. It was just a sleeveless
In that
shirt.
particular instance, it was a sleeveless,
It wasn't a tank
a
top.
shiny sleeveless red
actually,
shirt.
Actually, for the guys who work out and stuff, that actually matters a little bit. So, But
Yeah.
so I do my first stand-up last night at just this sleazy little club.
Where?
And I thought in Houston.
Oh, okay.
And I thought it killed. But my wife is totally being like Bonnie, non-supportive. And she's thinking that I don't need to, pursue it because I like have a good job and stuff. So,
Well, your
But I
wife
was
is
just listening-
your wife is the John Goodman of Punchline. Go ahead.
I just that. I didn't really get that, but whatever.
I know.
But you guys got it right.
Yeah, because we've all seen Punchline like a billion times, but the regular person probably hasn't.
That's all right. So I threw it out there for some people
No,
that know.
it's good. Yeah.
Anyway, all right, guys. Well, anyway,
Well, don't
thanks for
hang
having
up.
me on. I'm gonna
Wait,
I'm
whoa,
gonna let go.
whoa. You want to do stand-up. What do you do, like, in the day? What's your real gig?
See, I called. Whatever. I do fine. I do fine during the day, and it requires me to travel a lot. Which means I could do stand up on somebody else's. I'm already in other cities.
Yeah,
I
but
could do it for free or whatever on somebody else's dime. But no, it's just I can't really say because in case
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want you to get in trouble.
Somebody else that I know is listening to y'all.
Do you love...
does it start with CIA?
You're so cute. Look at you go.
Well, listen. The 25th,
This guy's hilarious.
this Friday night, there will be playing on Raw Dog. This Friday night, myself and Bonnie, we did our live podcast from the Village Underground, and Artie Lang was our guest marriage counselor. So
He
that'll
really
be,
helped us out.
That'll be this Friday night on Raw Dog.
That's what I would
He
ask.
was a really good marriage counselor.
And also too, there'll be...
All right.
Go ahead.
You talk. This is your show. No, you go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, 'cause
Okay,
you
no.
don't have-
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead,
Go,
talk.
I was just doing a dumb plug. I was doing this for you so you could hear it, but go ahead.
I hung up on him.
Why did you hang up on him?
I
He's
don't
new.
know. I thought that was funny.
Well, anyhow, this Friday night on Raw Dog, they're playing our live podcast, and then they're following it with my CD, 141 IQ. They'll be playing that, where people have been waiting and dying to hear it.
Yeah.
They have
Do you
been.
guys know your IQs?
no.
I don't know if I want to know.
Yeah.
What's the average?
I think it's around like 110, 120, somewhere in there. I don't know.
Do you know yours?
It's like, it's over 200. That's crazy.
I'm 141,
Okay.
but I did my test on the internet.
How much did you pay for it?
No, I did my test. I don't know if you're allowed to use a pencil and paper to figure problems out. I guess you are.
Yeah, of course. Scratch paper.
Are you allowed?
Oh, yeah.
Then 141, baby. And I'll take the
141,
test.
totally legitimate.
I swear to God, I wouldn't lie about that.
I wonder if we could get like an actual
IQ test.
tester guy to come in
You can say it would lie though.
and administer. No, he wouldn't lie because that's his job, and he must have some integrity about his job.
Yeah, but if you did it as a radio bit, then if we did it on our show, I would do it, or I would do it before.
This is our show.
Oh, I thought you said do it in the morning. I know. I will come in here early.
Do you guys hear me say he's got a 141 IQ, but he can't handle simple conversation?
Yeah. Okay.
It's hard for geniuses to grasp.
No, because they asked me to do
simple.
it. They asked me to do it on their show in the morning, but I'll do it here. I'll come in early and take it. How long is it? Can they grade it that quick? Don't they have to send it through a machine?
Yeah, they can grade it pretty quickly.
How do you know? Have you ever done it?
Yeah. All right, Carlin from Ohio.
Well, hi, Rich and Bonnie and Carmen, and I'm sorry I don't get the other guy's name.
Oh, shit. We're not going to tell you. Oh,
it's okay.
Brian.
It's okay.
Well, hi, Brian. How are you, sir?
Jeez, God.
It's Ryan with an R. There's an R in Brian also, but it's just no B.
Wow. I'm sorry there's no B in your life. I'm really hamstringing you. I wanted to ask Carmen about the last Thomas Standing experience, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, I just wondered how things have changed since, maybe the first season when Rich was so unjustly robbed from his title.
Thank you.
You were on the same season, though, right?
I was on that season. I mean, I was flyering, so it just stopped me from having to flyer. That's all it did for me.
Flyer?
Pass out. You know, it was new, so I was still barking. Well, they don't know what that means. It means you have to promote your own show.
I understand that. We had a show in our small town in Ohio, and a guy from America's Got Talent came up, and he performed, and he was okay. He did a good job. But then all of a sudden, the guy drops off the deep end, and he's nuts. Did it change you psychologically at all?
I'm crazy now.
I don't know you before, but you seem a little out there.
Oh, wait. The guy is from your hometown? And
no, he did a show. He did a show in our hometown.
But how do you know he went nuts and fell off the deep end? How do you know that?
Well, I friended him on Facebook, and I stalked him kind of like I did you until he told me to stop.
You did me?
Yeah, I sent you emails and got a guest spot. We don't have to go.
Oh, you're the one who brought me the golf balls?
Yes, sir.
This guy's good. This guy, he goes on stage like he's an old crazy man, but not real old. And he dresses like he thinks a comic should dress, like, maybe checker pants and a bow tie or something.
Oh, like the way you golf?
But he does have some good lines.
Oh, this guy's a comedian.
Yeah, he does have some good lines, and he really loves comedy.
Like it's a funny character.
Yeah, no, he really does. He had some props that I wanted to talk to him about, but he brings me golf balls, so I'm a big fan.
That's all it takes.
Well, and I also, just this last month, downloaded Women Aren't Funny, which you can still get on iTunes.
Or Netflix.
Excuse me, I didn't get the full plug out there. I really enjoyed the movie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who was the guy that fell off the deep end?
Derek Santos.
Never heard of him.
He was a comedian?
He's a comedian. He was on America's Got Talent. And literally, I think he used all of his 15 minutes of material during the show. And then he got towards the end and got booted off or whatever. But, he's been committed and...
Oh, well, it sounds like he went really far. I didn't. So nothing happened to me.
Well,
there wasn't as much disappointment.
Right.
I heard Mike Kaplan's doing well this year on that show.
Yeah, he's on tonight.
Is
he?
Yeah. And tonight's a voting night, too.
Can you smell his breath through the TV, you think?
Stop it, Richard.
I've never smelled Mike's breath. I've never smelled Mike's breath.
First of all, you should watch Mike Kaplan. He's a very funny comedian.
I'm just fucking with him.
And you should vote for him on America's Got Talent.
Yes, I just plugged him.
I know. He's great. Okay. Go ahead, Brian.
Is this the legend, Rich Voss?
Yes, it is. Thank you for calling.
Rich, don't take this shit from Bonnie about the sweatpants.
Thank you.
She has two looks.
What is it?
She rotates.
Okay, go ahead.
The first is Amish.
Yes.
Amish, yeah, a little.
The second is cast member of Newsies.
He did nail it.
Bonnie?
I didn't think Amish. I always sort of think I've just escaped a cult. Like I lost tons of the hair parted, my hair all pulled back.
But Brian, this is what I think Bonnie looks in between pretty and ugly Faye Dunaway, in between.
Yeah.
Like,
average, would you say average Faye Dunaway?
Average Faye Dunaway. Where have you seen Bonnie live? You seen her live in clubs?
Oh, no way. Not a chance.
Why not? She's great.
No, I'm kidding. I have seen you guys live.
Where? When? Who?
Governors?
You're guessing?
I don't remember.
Okay, don't talk like
All right.
that.
All right, well-
this weekend I'll be at Governor's. Did I
This is
tell
all
you
he
that?
does. This is the only reason he takes calls. It's really just a big scam. This
What?
whole radio show is just to like.
Oh, I'm not going to
figure
plug
out-
anymore.
No.
I ask questions throughout the show, and then you take calls. I was asking them a lot of questions, and I was getting into the root of things, and then you throw it out when you can. That's all. I didn't say anything about like Dollar Shave Club or loudmouth golf pants. I didn't say that crap.
I just hung up on Brian.
Oh, why?
I don't know. It's just I don't know how to do it exactly.
How does he know what you wear all the time? Who is he?
Well, when you go on the road, oh shit! I didn't mean.
Some guy tweeted me last
Oh
week.
God!
He tweeted, I fucked your wife. And
One time.
but here's the thing. Now, wouldn't you think somebody's guilty? Okay, if I said to her, some guy tweeted, I fucked your wife, and she goes, what was his name? Now, who would ask?
Nice answer.
No, why
That
would
was a
you?
little bit of a mistake on that.
Who would say what was his name?
No,
unless they were
because I
kinda-
thought you were saying like I thought this was a setup to something, like, and it was
No.
Bobby Kelly.
No.
Like I was waiting for the joke.
You
to
got
come
all
out.
the answers. Because the guy, like people that like write to me and say like,
Have you ever dated someone jealous?
No,
Like,
not jealous.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
awful,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not
just
jealous.
awful.
Listen. Okay, then you talk. When people
talk.
when people no, I don't mean it like that. Let me get it. When
He doesn't mean that in a sexist way. That's just how
when people trash me, like they'll go, "Oh, you stink," or your wife, or da da da. I'll look and they follow like me, Norton, everybody.
Yeah.
They follow. This guy didn't follow any of us, anybody, any comics, and he just write, I fucked your wife. So I wrote back, well, now you have the virus too. But who would just write that?
Really?
Well, what else am I going to write back?
But you're basically, in order to get them, you're also starting a rumor that I have AIDS.
With one guy who doesn't have a lot of
Which
followers.
I know, but I still don't think it's right.
I didn't say
you should be like,
AIDS.
how dare you talk about my wife?
I didn't say AIDS. I said the
Stay
virus.
away from my family. You know, it should be like that, not like, hey, guess what? Haha, my wife has AIDS.
No, I said the
I don't
virus.
think
I said
that's-
that bad toenail. That's what I meant. Your bad toenail. Her toenail falls off, and so does my kids.
During sex.
Yes, she's got a fucked up big toenail. On her
That's
big
how
toe.
I'm going to get caught.
Yeah,
She leaves her nail behind.
yeah. So I'm gonna find your toenail. I fucked your wife. So whatever.
It's going to send you my toenail in the mail. That's proof. No, that's ridiculous to say that. Don't say that to people.
What? Now you have the virus?
Yeah, that's like really horrible.
Oh, okay, Mrs. Fucking
No, listen,
Kathleen Bates.
No, stop. Can you guys please be on my side on this? Because I did absolutely nothing. I was just
Right.
folding clothes one day when he came in and was like, somebody said you fucked them. And I said, who was it? And then now I'm embroiled in something and he's telling people that I have the virus.
No, I told one
do you
person.
see, I'm not even a part of it. I did nothing at all.
I
to
meant
be
mono.
involved.
I meant mono.
Whatever it was, I don't care. I don't care what they're laughing because they're uncomfortable, not because you're funny.
That's
Did you
true.
did you ever have mono as a kid? Did you get mono?
So now she had sex as a kid.
No.
Did you, mono made you
My
tired.
dad gave it to my sisters, but I never. No.
But I think Rich was trying to attack that guy. That was his intention.
Yes.
By
Thank you.
saying
But
that,
he
like-
accidentally, I don't think he thought it through maybe as well. But I don't think his intention was to attack you. His intention was to retaliate against this.
But he
Or were you trying to
Thank
attack her because she said who?
No, I
No,
already
he's
wrote it
still-
back.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I was going after the guy going, haha, now you're dying too.
That's all.
Yeah,
Do you see?
From mononucleosis.
he wanted to say something awful to that guy who said
Yeah,
something
I
awful.
mean, I
Well, be careful. Like,
Yeah,
don't
I
drag
understand.
me in. I didn't
It's
do
like-
anything.
Were you
It's
even
like
curious who
collateral
it was
damage.
or no?
What's that?
Well, because what happens is this is not an isolated incident. I mean, he gets like, you know, he like one time I couldn't talk to Keith for 2 or 3 years.
He stared
because-
at you funny.
Yeah, he thought Keith looked at me in a weird way.
You can tell that way.
Keith must have thought,
Everybody in a weird way, though.
yeah, exactly. But Keith must have thought I was a total fucking asshole because I wouldn't look at him, I wouldn't talk to him because I was trying to save my marriage.
Well, I'm helping you too, though.
Well, it didn't bother me that much not to talk to Keith, but no. But I mean, it's a weird thing that you do these things, and then I get somehow caught up in it by asking questions,
Right.
and then no matter what I say or do,
I'll find shirts that aren't mine at the house. What about that?
I don't believe that.
That one T-shirt I found? Ooh.
What, from the comedy festival?
No, not
From
that
the
one.
carnival?
No, it was a T-shirt.
Well, your daughters are over all the time. We have babysitters over that change their clothes there and stuff.
Our babysitters don't change their clothes at our house. I hope not.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
Why? I'm not
because
there.
they're wearing something that's uncomfortable and then they change late at night.
Well, they wouldn't change out of a T-shirt. They would put it on. I know comfortability when it comes to clothing.
I don't know.
Well, maybe they were changing because they were going to go out after. I don't know. I'm just saying it's a ridiculous thing. But even if I go, this is a ridiculous, he'd be like, of course you're going to say it's ridiculous. That's what somebody guilty would say. And
She
then
said
you're
if she came home and saw a girl in our bed dressing, she wouldn't accuse me.
I wouldn't. I know girl would fuck you. I would run and put my arms around her. Are you okay? I'm sorry. No, but I would rather you want to be right, so you want to find out. Like you'd rather the marriage was shitty and that you at the end of it you were right somehow.
No,
I'd rather be wrong. If you're going to cheat on me, you're going to cheat on me. I'm
not going to cheat on you. I don't even cheat on you when we used to play Scrabble. I don't cheat in any way.
You don't even cheat on me with me.
Whoa, you're on fire trying to impress the middles.
Hey. Do you see how he just throws everyone? You guys did nothing. And
I know. Now I'm collateral damage.
Yeah, see?
Sorry.
It's all collateral.
I think you wrote the tweet.
You're a feature and you have AIDS.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. First of all, don't even. Can I name the presidents backwards if I'm so smart? No, I can't even name them forward. All the presidents? Who can name all the presidents?
Go ahead, Craig. Name all the presidents.
Craig from Madison.
Okay. Obama, Clinton, Bush, Carter Bush.
Wait, stop. Whoa. Stop.
And he was banking on you stopping him before he got into the hard ones.
Listen, Bonnie.
What?
Count back from 72 minus 3.
What did he say?
I don't know what he's saying.
I count back from the number 72 minus 3.
Why, though?
69, 66,
Don't,
63,
why are you
60,
doing
57,
it?
54, 51, 48, 45, 42.
Oh, I didn't even understand
39,
the question.
36,
I would have just
33,
counted backwards
30,
to 3.
27, 27, 24, 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. I just did it.
I think this is the guy from Twitter.
I just did it.
Did you write that we had sex?
Hey, I just did it. I counted back.
You embarrassed me.
What's that?
You embarrassed me. You fucking did great.
Craig, are you drinking? Are
But
you
here's the thing with him naming.
Does he sound a little?
Yeah, he's slurring.
Here's the thing with him naming the presidents backwards. He could have it right in front of him on his fucking.
Women aren't funny, you cunt.
Is that really? Wait, don't hang up on him. Is that a nice
I
thing
hung
to
up
say?
by accident. It was
No,
like
you're not. He's still there.
No,
Get him back.
I can't.
Get him
Hello?
back.
Women aren't funny, you cunt.
Why would you? Greg.
Thank God we got him back.
Hey, Greg, why would you say that? Isn't that mean and hostile?
Of course it's hostile, but women smell like fish. It's low tide, and Bonnie insulted my intelligence.
Well, because you really do sound stupid. How fat are you?
Me? I weigh 168. I'm a fucking prime. I'm on CraigYeomans.com.
It's like OxyContin.
But why are you drinking to cover the pain? What happened?
Well, I broke my neck when I was working for Rush Limbaugh. I was running down the stairs at a tragic accident.
You don't work for Rush. You live in Madison. Why would you work for Rush in Madison?
I worked for him 20 years ago when he had his television show.
Did he? Because he doesn't seem
Back
like
when
he
your life was going great, working for
I
Rush.
was at the beach today. I went fucking swimming today in Madison, Connecticut 3 times. What did you do? I go jet skiing.
We're too busy to call
This
radio
guy is
stations.
even like,
You know what we do? We stay in relationships. Well,
Yeah, but she still has a smelly cunt.
I know, but that's
You're
what.
no talent.
Wait, who's no talent, me or her?
Well, you have the talent. You coming back. You proved me wrong. You really broke my balls.
Oh,
that's how he determines if people are smart and or have talent.
Yes.
Is if they can count back from 3.
But if you can't come back from 3, does that make her private parts smell?
I could possibly do.
Have you got?
Can I hang up on him now?
Hey, listen. At least somebody shot up the theater at the Amy Schumer movie.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Wow.
Oh,
This is a bitter man.
let's go from that to let's cleanse our palate with a little Dr. Steve.
Is Dr. Steve on?
Yeah.
Hello.
Is this
Hello.
Dr. Steve?
Hey, we've already hit our cunt quota for today, so can you make sure you don't say that.
What'd you call me for then?
What's going on? Hey, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Where I got the stitches, is it supposed to itch back there?
Oh, yeah. What, for your cyst? By the way, how many cysts do you have?
No, I have one. No, it was just one cyst on my back they took out. And
Well, you have the cyst on your back and the cyst on your ear.
And then you also have Nancy.
No, no, the one on my ear is not really. He looked at
Called it Nancy.
The one on my ear is not a cyst. He looked at it and said it was just
So
some
bad.
whatever.
Okay.
But on my back where he sewed it up, it was only a week ago, but it itches sometimes.
Yeah.
It's supposed to.
That's part of the normal healing process, yeah.
And
It's a little yellow, too.
No, it's not.
When, did they take the stitches out yet?
No, they, next week. They said 10.
Yeah.
I think it's like 10. It'll be like 12 days or whatever.
Okay.
But the other day he was on the floor doing sit-ups.
Big deal. It's not going to break. It's
amazing how quickly you put those two pieces of skin together and just stitch them together, how quickly they knit. And it may take...
What if it was his mouth?
Well,
would that get rid of Bonnie's smell? Sorry. Last caller.
What?
Heard nothing.
I
Go
didn't
ahead.
hear you. Your phone crapped out. What'd you say?
Nothing.
He said my vag
Well,
smells.
there was a doctor that put his wife under or something, or a dentist, and had her vag sewn up. It's a big.
I saw it on Oprah.
You saw that?
Oh.
That was like 12 years ago.
I did not see that. I've seen the one where the woman will take super glue and glue the guy's penis to his abdomen. That's always a good one.
I wish mine could. I wish mine could reach my abdomen. Fuck! I'll go with.
I'll have to just glue it to his ball.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Holy shit! I mean, if it's super hard, maybe they could glue it.
Hey, we got to take a break.
No, but I want to talk to Dr. Steve for a minute. Thank you for taking my texts last night. I'm sorry that I bothered you that late.
No, it's no problem.
We were kind of worried. We didn't know what to do.
That's what I'm there for, man.
Our daughter had a fever of 104.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's high.
Right?
That's kind of scary.
So we put her in a tub of ice.
And then we cut her kidney out.
All these kids with their fevers, they'll drive you crazy.
But she wasn't acting sick. She was a little like tired-ish.
Yeah.
But she wasn't like if I had 104, I'd be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh God, yes. It's amazing how quickly they get well too, because they haven't been exposed to these viruses, and so the typical kid in school, particularly, can get anywhere from 5 to 12 viruses a year.
Oh God.
Well, our kid is usually pretty. I mean, knock on wood. My other daughter's. She's never in 8 years gotten an ear infection, which kids always get. As she barely ever gets sick.
It's because I had her eating off the floor from a very young age. That's how I did it.
Build up those.
You may have something there. There's actually theories that we are living too clean, and that's why some of these things like peanut allergies are emerging.
Yes, that's what I saw that on 60 Minutes, Dr. Stu.
But she was my daughter's really smart, and she went to this website like whenever we gave her, put
The last time she
thermometer.
got a fever, she went to the website and looked up her fever, and it said, I guess, on there that you could die. And so then she was freaking out last night.
She goes, "Am I going to die?" I
She kept
said,
going, "Am I going to die?"
And then I said, "Well, if you do, can I have all your stuffed animals?" She said, "No."
She really did say that to her.
Poor kid.
But I go, "You're not going to die. If anybody's going to die in this house, it's your mom, because I have a policy." But she was so paranoid. Only when we put the thermometer in her mouth, she kept saying, "Am I going to die?" And it was so fucking... I felt so bad, I went and slept downstairs.
Did you? Yeah.
You left her alone.
Yes. No, she slept in the bed with me, but she talked all night in her sleep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get her we got to get her therapy, because I think when
Therapy?
when our house caught on fire and
Why?
she saw
Because
the
her
flame.
father is like, yeah, if you die, I'll take all your stuffed animals.
No, because when our house caught on fire, and she was in the bed and saw the flames go up and the house burn, I think it kind of fucked her up a little. That's why she sleeps in our bed every night. I don't mind, because it keeps her
The other
between
night
us.
when I came in and you were laying there and looking at your phone, and she was like laying beside you looking at her phone, I was like, that's not right.
That's the future.
Like your young bride.
Hey, Dr. Steve, when's your show with Florentine, if you want to plug it out there?
Oh, yeah. It's thank you, Rich. It's September 19th in a little hamlet in East Tennessee called Kingsport, Tennessee. And we're going to have craft beer tasting and some other things. And there's an 80s hair metal band going to play. And it's only $20. And you can get tickets at ETN Comedy, like EastTennesseeComedy.com.
And Florentine, is there going to be any other comics, or just Florentine, or is he...
This is our first one, so it's Florentine.
Good, cool.
If we're going to fuck it up, we'll fuck it up with Florentine.
No, it'll be fine. Everything, you had the hair band, you have Florentine, you have beer tasting. What else could you ask for in that part of the world?
I think it's really going to be a great night. If anybody actually shows up, we will have a beer on me after the show if it goes over.
All right. Well, listen, we got to take some plugs. We're going to take a break. Thank you for being there for us whenever we text you.
Anytime, man.
You're a good man. You're a good man, Dr.
Right.
Steve.
Have a great night.
All right,
Bye.
we're going to take a break. Ryan, anywhere you want to plug anything, any gigs coming up that you want to?
I'll be in Albany next week at the new Funny Bone. It's the first week of that club.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I think Houston after that. Yeah.
Okay. And Carmen?
I'm in town for a while, so just my website has all my shows.
Does it? And you work mainly out of what club in New York? The Cellar? Or
I'd say the Cellar, and maybe Gotham is second. Yeah.
Great club.
Yeah.
Both of them. Fucking Gotham, man. Chris is the nicest guy on the planet.
He's awesome. So Sean. Yeah.
I mean, everybody that works there are just great guys. It's always a pleasure to work there. This weekend I'll be at Levittown at Governor's Friday and Saturday. And we would have plugged this Thursday, but we don't know if we're going to be where we're going to be. But anyhow, Friday and Saturday, Governor's Bonnie.
I don't know where I'm at.
Okay. How about that True TV bullshit you want to plug?
I don't know if it's still on.
Okay, well, we'll be right back. We're going to take a break.
Hey, welcome back
We're back.
to My Wife Hates Me.
Give us a call.
Live.
866-969-1969. We are drive time in L.A. We're drive time, and there's...
You guys have been to L.A., right? Carmen, you ever been to L.A.?
For a couple of days, but I'm going in like a month.
We're going. Where are you going? For business or pleasure?
Just going to go for 2 weeks, just because I never hang out there.
When are you going? We might be there at the same time.
End of September 20th?
No, we're going August.
Yeah, but even if we were there at the same time, that doesn't mean anything.
I was just gonna say, we could
pretend we'll meet up.
Yeah,
we can pretend. We can pretend
make
we're,
fake plans. That's what people do.
out
Makes
there.
good radio.
That's the polite thing to do.
When you're in L.A., you know what I mean? Because when we go to L.A., because we have so many friends we don't get to see, they all want to have dinner and go out and hang out, but we don't even it's so hard because when we come into town, I mean, all your friends and all my friends, you know what I mean? It's so fucking hard to see everybody. You know what I mean? So we should have them all meet up with us.
Excuse me. Remember that time, not the last time we were in LA, but a while ago, we were in LA And what's the guy's name that I was talking to when you came in?
Oh, John Stamos?
John Stamos.
Who you slept with?
Oh,
Who you
really?
slept
And
with?
to this day, he thinks I slept with him.
Because I come home and all of a
And
sudden
that's-
she's following him
that's
on
one-
Twitter.
Look, that's a guy that I don't want to say, no, I didn't. I want to kind of let that one.
Pretend.
Hey, well,
And she said
he saw something in me.
Yeah, his unit. Anyhow, I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff now. That was old news. That was
Yeah, let's-
4 years ago.
Let's focus on our guests.
Let's
we don't
interview
do
our
that.
guests.
Yeah.
Let's interview our guests.
If anybody wants to call in and interview our guests, they can do it at 866-969-1969.
Ryan or Brian, who started in Mississippi. Carmen, who's French. So, how long you been doing stand up now?
About, let's see, 14 years.
14.
Oh, that's not long.
No?
I don't think that's long.
Yeah, 10 years. You're
He's funnier than me, and I've been doing it a lot longer.
Oh, so's our daughter. And you've been doing it about 15.
Well, I think that guy went to, I think it's like 13, 14.
13.
It's about the same.
Everybody knows, but everybody goes, I think. They
No,
try
I don't
not
really know.
The
You don't know?
beginning is like fuzzy, yeah, because I think I went up 3 times one year,
Yeah.
and then 9/11 happened, and then I stopped for a year. So I'm yeah.
You stopped because of 9/11?
No, I mean, because it wasn't right after 9/11, but I stopped like 3 years after 9/11.
So, I mean, you guys...
To me, 9/11 was like 2 years ago. I mean,
I know, it
that's
feels-
how I think, my brain. It didn't put all that time in there.
I don't get what you're saying. You're saying it seems like it just happened?
Yeah, like when people talk about the 90s, I'm like, oh, yeah, like a couple years ago. I forget that it's a long time
I have
has
that
passed.
problem.
That makes sense.
I have that problem too.
You know, a lot of times we'll pick it up. A lot of times when we come back from break, it starts off slow, but we'll build. I promise, folks. It does. It's slow in the beginning because we all went. We got a little
9/11?
snack. And,
Yeah.
You know, we like to break in with 9/11 talk because that always brightens up the mood.
If you think
And then-
9/11 happened yesterday, call us 866-969-1969.
If you know anybody that was put on a train, sent to a camp, give us a call there too. We're taking Auschwitz calls and 9/11 calls. So how long did it take before you started headlining on the road?
Headlining a while. I started doing comedy full time way too soon, and I wasn't making any money. But I got laid off from a job, and I wasn't even planning on becoming like a comedian. But I was doing it for fun, and then I got offered some terrible one-nighter road work, and then I just started doing a bunch of that. And then I thought, I'm just going to do this for a
Where,
year
in the
and
upper
see what
Midwest,
happens.
or?
Yeah, that was like Northwest mostly. I moved to Seattle right around then.
Great comedy town.
Yeah,
Back
I
in
moved
the-
there for a year. Yeah, so I could get on stage every night.
Is that when Crazy? What's his name was there with the dog and the giggles?
Dog. Oh, Terry.
Terry, he was out of his mind.
Yeah. I lived right behind Giggles. I
Did you?
lived right behind Giggles, and I would go up everywhere. I started in Utah, and then I moved to Seattle for a year when I went full time, just because there's a bunch of networks of one-nighters out there that you can do, and I did that.
You probably got used all the time, though, because you're a good comic, you're clean, and you're not high drama, right? So
I got pretty good, like that terrible one-nighter work, but it's terrible work. It's like bars.
Well, no, but it builds character.
Oh, yeah,
and it
totally.
gets you strong.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
builds character.
Yes, it gets you. You don't think so?
No, I actually used to think like, oh yeah, you should do all the terrible things, and
Not
then this
terrible.
thing happened, and it's too complicated to explain. But my new theory is that you can develop just as well and probably more quickly in a safe environment.
Well, let me tell you something.
Comedy?
Well, here's the thing: is like I think you maybe need a little bit of both. But when you're just doing shitty rooms all the time,
Not all
what
the time.
happens is your ego gets in the way, and you want to make those people happy, so you just become shitty
Yeah.
in order to make that. Like you're a clean comic, so it's probably hard. I mean, I
man.
still am, I've talked to you about this before, but I'm
Yeah.
fascinated. How could you do one-nighters and not? I want to win, so I do whatever.
My goal was to always get out of one-nighters. Like I never got to the point where I could headline them, and I was fine with that. But I always went in going, if I can get material here that I like to work here, I know it's like solid
Right.
material. So that was like how I kind of used them.
Yeah, look, I'll do it. Listen, if it pays the money, I did it Saturday night. I did a one-nighter.
You're a different kind of comedian, though.
Powerful.
Yes, you never fail. Sometimes you gotta say this stuff there. No, you're a very good comedian. I don't think you were always very good, and right? I mean, when you started,
nobody was good when they started.
I don't know why you're coming at me.
I'm not coming at you.
Like all other comedians, you don't start off great. But you also are a person that's willing to do whatever it takes to succeed in that situation. So,
in that situation, I'm not like a a comic that will do whatever it takes.
I don't know why you're being so defensive.
No, I'm going ahead. I'm explaining who I am.
I'm saying you don't have a problem with being dirty or being mean
or clean. No, I could be clean. When they tell me to be clean, I'll be clean.
I can't get a point across.
Go ahead.
You're amazing.
No, go ahead.
You're a legend. Has anyone said that yet today?
I have no problem being clean or dirty. But you're saying you call me dirty?
No, but I'm saying for someone like Jim Gaffigan or Ryan or even Carmen who don't do that, who aren't, they don't go into the audience, they don't and be mean to people and curse. I don't think I've ever heard you curse.
No, I have a couple of them.
Oh, and I just think it's a different thing. I'm willing, as are you, to fucking almost be like, my vagina. Like, I'll do whatever I need to do to get some laughs.
I never say my vagina.
And I admire people who stick to their thing.
But my thing is being me, no matter where I am. I'm me.
Right. So, but I'm just saying it's probably a little bit easier for you in that kind of environment. Don't put your pinky up like that when we're talking about what a dick you are. You're drinking like you're with the Queen of England. No, but it would be easier for you because to be you is like you're wearing a fucking cut off sleeveless t-shirt and you've got tats and you're.
Oh, jeez.
I got guns. I can't.
Oh God!
When you're going,
do you understand? You guys understand
what
my
you're
point?
saying?
Carmen,
Yeah.
I know.
Do you go on when you go on a road and you have to? Isn't it harder and? I mean, we talked about this in our movie about for a woman to be like in the middle of fucking Fucksville in a hotel. Doesn't that creep you out?
There's some safety concerns maybe that men don't necessarily have to worry about.
I mean? And then, especially as a female headliner, and then some middle act is doing backflips in front of you. You know what I mean? It's got to be I think, tougher.
It is. I mean, so far, I was like Ryan. Like, I didn't headline one-nighters that long. I featured for a long time, and then I started headlining clubs. But so far, the clubs have been okay. Like, I haven't dealt with any creepy hotels or anything, or
going on the road and it's.
But I'm also not like a big drinker. Like, I'm not out at the bar and I had 7 shots and I'm walking home by myself. I'm not like that.
No.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Mm-mm.
No? Mm-mm. How long has it been since you've had a boyfriend?
Oh my God!
Like a real relationship?
Yeah, like
it's
a boyfriend.
been a while.
When's the last time your vagina?
No, I'm not.
Well, that's a different story. But I mean, like a relationship. It's been a long time. But I don't want like anything serious right now.
You date comics? You ever been with a comic? Do you date comics? Oh, you've dated comics.
Yeah. That's
I kind of remember. I don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
But. Well, because who else do you date? I mean, you're not going to be able to date somebody who's a fucking, locksmith.
Who's going to want to show up with a comedian on their own?
No, I'm saying you have nothing in common.
You're right.
Maybe an actor.
Right.
Maybe an actor.
Also, I just thought of something, though. Like, I wouldn't date a locksmith. Because, if they started stalking you, you're fucked. You know what I mean? They could just get in at any time.
You're always writing.
I can't stop.
Is that what you would do at a one-nighter? Locksmith.
Anyway, any locksmiths in the audience tonight? I wouldn't date you.
So, as a female on the road, as a single female on the road, semi-attractive female on the road.
Jesus. I think he's talking about me.
Do guys hit on like female comment?
I've been hit on, but I don't like people after shows. Like, that's just not.
No.
Do you like them?
Never.
You're so funny. It's like gross.
It takes everything in my power just to talk to anyone after a show. Or before a show, even.
It depends. Like, not on the road. I mean, I've gone out with people after a show that I've met, but they few of them.
You can't
But if
do
they're
that.
like writing me, like one guy was like, "Oh, you were so funny, marry me, let's go out," and I'm like, "Gross, delete." Like I can't. You ruined it. He could have just said, "Let's go for a cup of coffee," and he would have seemed normal.
Yeah, but you can't get in cars with people you don't know.
No, I
They're
don't
drunk.
do that. Yeah, I'm too worried about murder more than anything.
Not that, and plus
yeah.
they're drunk driving. And I knew
Yeah.
a comic once.
Richard.
I knew a comic from,
Giving the ladies some advice.
From Boston.
Don't get in a car with anyone, ladies.
I knew a comic from
Drunk
Boston.
you think you're going to be raped and murdered, but what about drunk driving?
Yeah, well, I know a comic that passed away because he got in a car with people at a show, and he was a drunk driver, and they
Do you
flipped the
remember,
car.
like, this was like, they said, hey, you guys want to do a comedy show? Seriously.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm looking out for Carmen. I don't want her
Thank you.
to get in a car with drunk drivers. And with
yeah.
with guys, you don't know because they're hey, you were funny. Let's go out for coffee. You know what I mean? That's when that's when
she
they.
knows
It's scary.
that,
I've
yeah.
watched too many of those shows. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I just beat it to
Public
my
places.
hotel room.
do you go?
Yeah.
Do you go
Right
up
away.
for? Do you guys go up for auditions for acting?
I try, yeah.
Yeah.
Lately, I have been more.
Are you good at it? Because I stink.
I've gotten better, I'll say. Yeah, I think you just have to. It's like comes with practice, you know.
Do you learn do you find it hard to do the lines they write? Learn those lines?
Oh, it takes me a long time to prepare.
Same,
a
yeah.
long time
to memorize them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. For like a day, I just sit there. And I watch actors. That's they get so quick at it.
But here's the thing: when you go on an audition, do you get worried that you're in your head? You're going, "Do I got these lines right?" And then you're not even acting.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're worried about getting the lines right. Yeah, and the thing how I look at it as comics, you know, like if we said to an actor, "Go on stage, be funny," it'd be impossible.
Right.
It'd be impossible. So people say,
No,
well,
George Clooney's really funny. He's really funny.
can we have a serious conversation without
What?
you?
I'm just saying George Clooney is really
why
funny.
you're so-
And Matt Damon's really funny, too.
That's why when people call in, you're not likable.
They're both really funny.
You're not likable. And that's why I have to stick up for you everywhere we go.
They're really funny. Vince Vaughn is really funny. He's very funny. I'm just saying.
You're only naming good-looking actors that are funny.
I know, because this is what guys do to women. They're always like, Megan Fox is hilarious. And you're like,
Who
no,
said
she's not.
that?
Oh, really?
I've heard it.
You've heard it? She's smoking hot. There was a new hot one I saw on the internet.
I think she gained a little weight.
Huh?
Saw a picture of Megan Fox.
Yeah?
Ugh,
She's fat.
she's super fat. Thank you, Carmen. Because no one is so like.
Do you go for a lot of auditions, like commercial auditions and stuff?
Not commercials so much, but like TV shows and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I asked my acting coach, and she said you can change the lines. So you should, if you don't get the lines right, don't worry about it. I did an audition, and I got up to like the last page, and I fumbled, and I was just like, "Fuck!" And he was like, I'm like, "I'm sorry," and he goes, "That was perfect. Why did you ruin that? You should have just made up
Get
shit
out!
until like."
So now you made
Yeah.
have you done any TV shows? Have you gotten any?
I got The Good Wife, but that was random.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you think maybe your acting coach is giving you bad advice?
Well, I think.
No, you
Sorry,
can work
if
in
I
the
might.
moment.
No,
You
but
can.
doesn't that happen to you where they're
Yeah.
like, "You're great," and then nobody calls you?
Oh,
Yes.
every
all
time.
the time, right?
Yes.
One
They're
time,
like, "You were so
this
funny."
was for a sitcom that was, it was down to the end. It was like we tested, and the casting director goes like that to
No
me, like
way.
whispered, "You got it." And I was like, called my agent. I called everybody. I was like, I got it.
Wow.
He meant the virus.
And then, then you told, so you could tell people. No, here's what I did that helped
You're a good actress, though.
enormously. I'm not, but I took an audition class.
Yeah.
And that was really
great.
eye-opening because it's like a different thing than actually acting.
I couldn't get into that class.
Yeah, they asked you come in and do something. And
Yeah, but those auditions aren't good. Like if you put like I remember when I played Lenny Bruce on American Dreams.
yeah, as a pterodactyl, like you're doing
As a
right now.
pterodactyl, I played Lenny Bruce. And I didn't know, they just gave me the part. And it was a big part. I mean, not, but if you put a comic on the set and say, direct them and this is what you got, you'll knock it out.
Yeah.
You'll knock it. Like when we did Gaffigan's show, it wasn't hard. We knocked it out. Little parts, very little.
I think it airs tonight.
Very little part. But it's the auditions that are uncomfortable. Like if you got on a set and they go, okay, this is boom,
Right.
mainly a movie with a director, TV.
Well, the only reason auditions are uncomfortable is because you want that thing that they're giving
Yeah,
out.
but you have to, a lot of times the person reading with you doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I read for Sopranos once. This was my third callback because they want, I almost got one part and they brought me back for another one. Then they go, let's bring him in again. This was the first season. So I go in. I was the first one in that morning and I don't know enough about acting. So I'm in the audition and she starts reading my lines. And I'm going, and it threw me off, and it just was a total nightmare.
Why didn't you go, hey, those are my lines?
Well, I don't know. It fucked me up because I didn't know how to. Yeah, I mean, this was years and years ago. So now I would say, hey,
it doesn't sound like the tragedy you're making it out to be.
I didn't get the part.
I know.
I didn't get the part. You know how Mike Epps got so big?
But you got the part of a casting director.
What do you mean?
Oh God, forget it.
Mike Epps.
She got that part that you were supposed. She was doing your line.
Oh, I get it. Mike Epps did
141 IQ.
Mike Epps did Sopranos before, and that launched him into where he is now. That was his launching pad. They saw that he was a great actor in one little scene, that he was a good actor, and boom, the rest is history.
Wow. Do you have any other acting stories, either you or Mike Epps, that you want to share with us?
No, I'm just talking to comics about different things. I mean, we talked about comedy. It's just that we're putting, and I've said this a million times, it's like saying to a brain surgeon, do root canal. We're as trained comedians. I've been doing it forever. You've been doing it forever. They've been doing it. So, and then they say, you want to land something, but you basically want to be who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's
if you
what
were
they
playing
want.
Ryan Hamilton, you'd fucking knock it out of the box.
And that's what they want. It's just hard to do it in that environment. I know what you're saying.
And it's hard for them to rate in your voice, too.
But is it hard to knock it out of the box? I'm just curious. Sorry. Please enjoy me while I'm still here when the virus takes me.
Why don't you go to Mississippi? Because this guy's right.
What? Mississippi.
Robert in Mississippi.
One Mississippi.
Robert, you're
Mississippi. Go.
Well, you got to click him, Robert.
I did. He's on.
I'm here.
Oh, whoa. Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm in Mississippi, but I'm just passing through as a truck driver.
I saw that list of the 50 comics. Who picked them? Raw Dog or Sirius?
I'm not too sure, but they had two big snubs on there. One of them was Bonnie.
Thank you.
On that.
Easily.
And then, of course, the second one was Bill Cosby.
Whoa, that's what you waited for?
Does that mean mine was a joke?
No. You should have been there.
Well, you know what? When I read these lists, and I was asked to come in and talk about it, I go, I'm not talking about it. I'm not on the fucking list. Why would I come in?
A legend like Rich Voss is going to come in and talk about...
I should be in the top 100 easily.
What's the list?
Yeah, whose list is this?
Top 500, maybe.
No, top 100. Easily top 100.
No, but they didn't. I know he's a rapist, but why wasn't he on there?
Because I don't know. Because probably what he's going through. I mean, but on those lists, they'll put when they say top comics, they'll put like Jonathan Winters. He's not a stand-up. He was a funny guy.
Wasn't he a stand-up?
I don't think so. And he didn't make his career out of stand-up. He made his career as sketch.
But Robert actually has a pretty good point. Why wouldn't you put Bill Cosby on for top 50 comedians of all time?
I don't know. Why? Because he...
Do you think that he should not be on any lists?
He should be
anymore?
He should be on...
He should be on Megan's...
Maybe,
huh?
But...
Yeah, that's a good point.
FBI's most wanted, maybe. No, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. If he should...
you could argue he's the top 10, so then put him in the top 20, but he should be there.
But does raping 40 women make you less funny?
To them, for 40 kids. There's 40 empty seats, and there's 40 empty seats in that theater.
Yeah.
That's a politically correct list.
Was Robert Klein on the list?
No, I don't think.
Why? What did he do?
Yeah.
He's done only 9 1-hour specials. You know,
Yeah.
No, I
mean,
thought
bad things.
It was like
or David Brenner, or Gary Shandling,
killed his
or
wife.
Bob Newhart, or Steve Landisberg. You know, these fucking
I
lists.
don't know.
You know,
Oh, I see.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like I thought we were gonna discuss the.
Bill Cosby. No, I'm asking-
No, just if like Woody Allen. I mean, I
Woody
guess
Allen was on.
Who's disqualified for what? Yeah.
Yeah, Woody Allen was on the list.
but he was never charged. Well, I guess.
No.
Well, I guess if 40 kids came out, I don't know. It's hard to. When
It's consensual.
What's that?
When our idols do bad things, it hurts. It hurts all of us.
He's not an idol. He was never my idol.
Who? Woody Allen?
Bill Cosby.
Oh,
I never.
I
Well, Jim Norton said he just gives a bad name for stepdads.
To what?
He just wasn't a very good stepdad.
Oh, you're talking about Woody Allen now?
Yeah.
Why is Yoshi congratulating me? He's saying congratulations. What happened?
maybe he's listening to the show.
Well, I'm not on
Thanks,
the top
Robert.
50. Thanks for the call. Yoshi, call in. We haven't talked to you in a while.
Mark from Idaho.
866-969-1969.
Another Idahoan.
Let's get Yoshi to call
I
in.
love you, Ryan. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. I was just going to let that Ryan dude know that Indians are booking comedy at the Fort Hall Casino now.
Oh, really? In Blackfoot?
That Schroeder guy from the Adam Sandler movies, he was just there.
Oh, like a Native American Indian?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a casino there.
No. You're so stupid.
I didn't know because the other club was
Oh, in Boise?
yeah.
And then
Indians, what do you think?
I thought like South Asian or whatever.
Yeah.
But
the purple
then I was
onion.
going to let Rich know that I'm a truck driver too, and that we hold truck drivers that wear sweatpants in great disdain.
Haha, there you
You are
go.
looked
Thank you,
down
Mark.
on very much.
Now, if you were traveling to a town that happened to have a fair and you want to stop in and you saw someone with their sweatpants on, what'd you do to them, Mark?
I'd turn around and walk the other direction.
Oh, that's not.
Wow.
That's not aggressive, diplomatic.
Especially if it was a carny. Holy crap.
Yeah.
You know what?
Thank you,
Bonnie, you know what? Yoshi just said congratulations, and it was for you.
What?
Because you made the top 50 Mary Claire comics.
Yeah, Mary Claire did top 50
Female
comics?
Not comedians. It was funny women or something like that.
Yeah, funny women. And you were in the top 50. Mary
Yeah, but
Claire.
it's literally the only list I've ever made.
Yeah, but a lot of times when I want to look up or when I want to know about comedy,
Yeah, you go to Mary Claire.
You know, I think I got top 50 in men's health and track.
I was
comics.
thinking like women's fashion magazines are the most schizophrenic things on the planet, and they're always like why do they do serious essays and stuff in there? They're always like, what's going on in the Middle East, and then it's like this kind of we've tested 50 eyeliners.
Yeah, it sounds
You know what I mean? It's
weird.
like if I want to know what's going on in the Middle East, like I'll actually, I'll go do an actual publication.
You don't even know where you would go to know.
I go to time.com.
If you want to know about the Middle East,
I was just about to help you out. CNN.
I was trying to think of a magazine.
How about Newsweek?
Oh, Newsweek. I'll do Newsweek. Fuck you.
Are you talking to me?
No.
Because you'll attack me about my clothing and you won't go to
fuck
Newsweek.
you to Mary Claire, the only thing that's ever put me on a list.
Isn't
I will
Newsweek
attack
done?
the thing.
The paper one is, right?
The paper Newsweek is done. The paper one. I mean, when Newsweek is done, what's left?
Yeah.
What's left? Mary Claire.
Mary Claire. That's where you got to get your Middle East news.
And then you got on some other list that Huffington. What was the list that? That Carol.
50 female comics you should know right now or something.
Yeah. This guy did a list, top 1,000 comics, and I didn't make that. We called him. It was so funny. We called him from Big Jay's podcast.
Oh, that's a real thing?
Yeah, he made a list.
Apparently, the guy did it to be funny, like top 1,000.
Oh, I remember when that was going on. Yeah. I don't think
Did
I
you
made
make
that
that
either. I don't remember. I don't think
I've ever made
But
a
who
list.
would look through? I wouldn't even look through
I don't know.
Why would I need that kind of disappointment? If you make it onto a list of 1,000, it doesn't feel good. And if you don't,
Yeah,
it's
782 sounds horrible.
awful. Yeah.
Go to Benny in
David
Philly.
from Texas.
How's it going, guys?
What's up?
Hey, I think that list is the stupidest shit.
Yes.
Whoever makes the list, I mean, that's what it's based off of, that person's point of view. They might like clean shit. They might like dirty shit. I mean,
You're
every
right.
comic's so much different.
That's right. It's all subjective.
The best, I mean, of course, the legend Rich would be on there.
Thank you. But you know what? I don't know if that list was made up by voting or callers or subscribers or some clown in an office. You know,
Actually, I heard that Norton was talking about some douche at Sirius made the list.
Well, then I'd like to find this fucking person and go, well, why are they putting non-comics on?
Why are they using
top?
up spaces for legends with non-comics?
No, it's stupid. I mean, look, like I said, Jonathan Winters is funny as fuck, but he's not a stand-up. Carol Burnett, you can't get any funnier than Carol Burnett, but she's not a stand-up.
Then don't call it a stand-up list.
Yes,
Call it a funny person list.
I don't know. I don't agree with some of the people they put on there. And first of all, they put
Look at their faces right now.
I don't know.
They are listening.
They
don't
put
know which list we're talking about.
It's just some list from Sirius. Or they put Carlin first and Pryor second. Hands down, to me, Pryor's the best comic. And not taking anything away from Carlin at all.
Yeah.
But Pryor
Where was Louis C.K.? I thought he was, wasn't he the best comedian of all time? On
what? On his website?
Yeah, he put it on the beginning of his TV show.
In the street when people came up to him?
Oh, can I just talk about that for 1 second? Okay, David, thanks for calling. Why doesn't SNL do a thing about Louis C.K.? He always talks about how he's the one who does everything for his show, and then his ads are like people going, "I think he's good. I think he's great." Like, I wish SNL would do a thing where they flip the camera around and it's Louis asking them the questions. It's time.
Go to Benny in Philly. What does he have to say?
Okay, Benny from Philly.
5 minutes.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good. How you doing, Megaphone?
Okay, sorry, I took off the megaphone.
All right.
I just wanted to say one thing real quick.
What's that?
Ryan, you were amazing in Green Lantern. It was awesome.
You're making a Ryan, what's his name, reference? Ryan Reynolds? Or what is this?
No.
In Green Lantern? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Oh, for one.
I guess that didn't go well. But the
okay.
other part is that Rich
What was
Voss-
Carmen in? What was Carmen in?
You don't know my movies?
Rich Voss is one of the funniest people on the face of the earth.
Why? What happened? Thank you.
Not tonight, but I mean,
know.
there are
We're gonna
times.
get to it, Rich.
What's that?
We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it.
Oh,
What
okay.
you said last week when you and Bert Kreischer were talking, and he said, "Yeah, I just flew in," and you're like, "Where? From obscurity?" And I seriously had to pull my car over. I was flying. I was laughing so hard.
I'm
But
a little
Bert-
embarrassed.
Let me tell you something. Bert is one of the funniest, nicest guys. Like, I love doing radio with him because he laughs so fucking loud. He's such a fun guy. He's funny, but if he likes something, he started talking about our movie and he was cracking up as he was talking about it. Do you know who Bert is?
Yeah.
Very fucking
So funny. Yeah.
Carmen. You don't know who Bert Kreischer is?
I've heard the name.
Yeah, he's a... What's
he got,
that?
like, in the 90s, he was, like, in Rolling Stone for Party Animal Comedian.
He's a fucking great guy.
Party
Hey,
was he? Oh,
I
yeah,
think he really was.
Yeah, I
Philly,
forgot.
thank you for calling. Bert is... Let me tell you, I love doing radio.
Maybe
I
it
love
was the
doing radio.
2000s. See,
Yeah.
I just think 90s was, like, a couple of years ago.
Anytime in the past.
And I
is
love
the
doing radio
90s.
with Bobby, too.
Well, you can't
And
reference...
Colin.
I can't reference a whole
And
bunch
Norton.
of years in
I'm
the
just saying
2000s
names.
because it's, like... What do you call it? The 2000s?
Yeah.
The zeros.
The oddies?
Yeah.
The O's.
That's a problem.
Why, when we have guests, do you cut me out and just turn to them and have
At
conversations?
some point, it seems more fun. But you do this weird thing.
What do I do?
Where you like take things so seriously and you get upset if people are making jokes and stuff.
I don't get upset. I only get upset when you cut off the callers because they've been online so long.
They've been online so long. No, they haven't. I can see exactly how long that they've been.
No, you can't. How can you see that? Liar. So when you cut them off?
Usually I can, right? Why not tonight? Yeah, you can.
No. Well, what I'm saying is we're on for 2 hours. They call and they're on hold, and I feel bad. And then when they call and we let them through, you don't let them talk. You just cut them off, and that's not nice. It's not nice.
You guys are so cute. You really are. The way you fight, it's so. Don't you think it's adorable?
Oh yeah, I'm learning a lot.
It's like after Ryan and I leave, you guys are gonna jump each other. Like you guys are so cute.
No, I try to touch him all the time, and he's like, ugh. No. He won't let me touch him. And then today he accidentally brushed my hair, and then he goes, sorry.
No, I wasn't like, sorry.
You can touch my hair.
I'm your wife.
That's fine.
That's not what I was saying. Sorry for.
Oh, just for like everything.
Just the last 4 years. That's all.
Yeah.
I just lately
finally some closure.
I look at Bonnie when she takes CrossFit, and when she gets undressed now, you could tell.
Stop, please. Come on. Really?
Yes. Show them your breasts. With those tan lines.
Do you guys want to
see? All right, we only got to see Rich's.
Yeah,
we only got a minute, so throw out some plugs before we get out of here. Where you working, or what do you got coming up?
Albany, Houston, Dayton.
And what's your website?
RyanHamiltonLive.com.
Are you on Twitter?
Yes, Ryan Hamilton, at Ryan Hamilton.
And are you on Twitter, Carmen?
Yes, I'm at Lynch Carmen, not Carmen Lynch, Lynch Carmen.
And do you have a website?
Carmen Lynch.
What if you had to get rid of one, Facebook or Twitter? What would you get rid of?
Facebook.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not praying for anybody's cats. Bonnie, what do you got coming up?
Where is this thing?
What thing?
The thing. Trumbull, Connecticut, Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing a show. I'm not going to say what the name of the show is.
But you're working in Trumbull at Marissa's, right?
Is it?
I think it's Marissa's.
Because I took the show. Does this ever happen to you? I took the show, and then I found out what they named the show, and it's so awful that I can't.
Is it like the Ladies of Comedy?
It is exactly the Ladies of Comedy, and I can't put it on my Facebook. I can't tweet it. It's like, how do you? Why? It's also like they'll do this thing where they'll put an ugly picture of me on the poster, and then it's like, well, guess what? I can't retweet that now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, I'm at Governor's this weekend, but they said, when they asked me to get Bonnie to do this, they asked if she could headline that night. I said, yeah, and I negotiated for her. And now all of a sudden, sometimes I do her management. And
one time I booked a gig, and then he was to ask me what I was getting paid. I told him. He called the guy back and he got me more money. and then it was such a light turnout. I had to give the money.
Oh my gosh!
I was like so embarrassed.
Anyhow, this weekend I'm in Levittown. Saturday, Bonnie's at Marissa's.
But please come, because I'll do a funny show. But just don't worry about it.
If you ever get a chance to see Carmen Lynch or Ryan Hamilton, I'm telling you, go see them. Very funny.
Very
They're
funny.
always at the Cellar in New York.
Two of my favorites, in all honesty.
Really, we wouldn't have had them in if we could have got somebody else. But
are you guys going to say thank you?
Very funny.
I was called today to be on the show, but thank you. No,
we always wait to the last minute. We always wait to. Have we ever booked in advance on the show?
Oh yeah, lots like the
generally.
All right, see you later.
Thanks.